Pick the Nintendo Shack and pray. Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening says, yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nintendo Shack, PSVG's little corner of all things Nintendo. This week you've got myself, Donnie. Greetings, Octolings! Playing Nintendo's back. I don't know what you did last week, Caroline, or how all that happened. All I know is I don't know if it's canon. So, you know.
Don't worry, I Lysoled everything, so we're good. We're back to normal. No more of those PlayStation and non-believer Kevin germs.
That was fun. Thank you to Joseph for jumping on the show, and I hope you.
We had a blast.
And yeah, it was a good show. I enjoyed it. I was on my 6-hour trip down to the beach and back, which was cool. I am fresh off vacation, fresh off of reorganizing my basement when my AC broke and flooded the carpet.
Yeah. That's insane.
That carpet has been flooded like 4 or 5 times since we've been here. And
maybe the carpet was just like the source of the water.
There's no telling how long that's been there, been like that. All right, I got the tweets out. There's no telling how long it's been like that. So, we've had this mildewy smell that we thought, maybe that was it. So my wife was like, we should just rip it up. So we were on vacation. I was like, in true Donnie fashion, I came home, I was dealing with all of it, and I was like, you know what? Screw it. Got no air conditioner. It's going to be hot anyway. Let's rip up some carpet. Did not realize that the padding was glued to the concrete. Oh. Tried scraping it with a scrape. Oh, this is taking forever. So I ended up having to rent machines to do that and anything. Long story short, we painted the concrete. It looks like a garage floor. And it's quite nice. Gave me an opportunity to reorganize and redesign my entire basement. So I've gotten better cord management here at the desk.
And all we get to see is a little corner. I mean,
I have a new little corner that I kind of put together with my new stuff and whatnot.
Nice, nice. I do see the Highland Shield.
I enjoyed my vacation, all air conditioning mess aside. I went to a cabin for a few days. I went to the beach for a few days. I played a little bit of video games. Not much, to be honest with you. Didn't play much. Did play the WarioWare Gold demo on 3DS. Have you played it?
No. I saw it and I was like, is it already out? Did we get a review copy? What happened? And then I'm like, why would anything... Of all things, it's a Mario Party top 100 mini games type thing. It's just a mini game conglomerate. Why would they have a demo for that?
It's really good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
I've never played a Wario. Okay, I take that back. I rented a WarioWare game before, the GameCube one, I believe, and I've never picked one up.
I have always enjoyed them. I haven't played them all. Most recent one I played was on Wii U. We played that one quite a bit because it was one of the few games that came.
The Game and Wario one, right?
Yep. So, this one is really neat. The thing that struck me when I started playing was how much I think it reminds me of Rhythm Heaven Fever.
Yeah.
A lot of the mini games, or at least in the demo, are very similar to that. And everything's rhythm-based. Mm-hmm. And it's cool. They've got all these classic games sprinkled in there. So I got to play Dr. Mario with motion controls.
Oh, nice.
Which is interesting. You see your 3DS and you're spinning it sideways and stuff. It's fun.
There are 300? Or they're supposed to? I thought
over
300
mini games.
That's insane.
I've enjoyed the demo so much.
Micro games. Not even mini games.
I think I'm going to buy it.
Really?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I'm going to buy it. I think I'm going to buy it next week. It's
for
really
MSRP.
So here's the thing.
To start?
While I was out, my wife came across something. Maybe you heard about this. There was an advertisement or something on Facebook you could watch. And you got a free $10 coupon on Facebook. There was the advertisement on Facebook. You got a free $10 digital coupon for watching a video. So she did that and sent me the code. So I had a free $10, and I've got some credit at GameStop that I could use. So I wouldn't be paying full price for it.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so I was doing that. But before I even start talking about more things I want to play, I want to ask you how I presume you're still just playing Octopath?
I'm just playing Octopath.
You didn't play Splatfest or anything?
No, I didn't. You know what? I wanted to be an Octoling. I wanted to pick the Octolings just because I like their style better. I like their design better. I like the way that the tentacle hair moves and has volume and it's better than two straight tentacles for a squid. But of course, the most popular one loses, as was custom this time. Inklings won. I just haven't gotten back into the Octo expansion at all. It's weird. I don't know if it's just a matter of being put off by how difficult it is in comparison to what I thought it would be, and mixed with I'm just playing Octopath Traveler instead now. The Octopath came out. But I have been streaming that every day, and people seem to love it. I've been getting a lot of good tips on gameplay through my viewers. And if you guys don't know, I started last Thursday or Tuesday. I started streaming on Twitch, and everybody has been so supportive and so awesome, and people have been watching me so much. Tonight I got my 50th follower on Twitch already.
All right.
Twitch sent me an email saying, we'd like for you to become an affiliate. And I just signed up all the tax forms and everything earlier, right before we started. And I don't know. We'll see where it goes from there. But I'm just floored by the amount of it's something that I love to do. But the fact that it's taking off the way that it has is just icing on the cake type thing.
That's cool. I know PSVG, we've all kind of taken it upon us to make sure that you get to your 50 benchmark. We've all been tweeting out stuff. Jason, myself.
I know. Jason
Kevin.
sent one out, and I was like in work today, and I like almost teared up just because I was like, you guys are so sweet.
I set it up for the PSVG Twitch should auto host you. So hopefully,
auto hosting.
Yeah, every time you go live, we should just do it automatically. I hope, if we've done things right. And I gotta set that up for the other streams too. But I figured out how to do that because of you. I figured out how to do that. I was like, there's got to be a way to do this. So I tried, and there is.
Well, if you miss any of my live streams, they are on Twitch for a limited amount of time, I think, because I'm a Prime member. They stay up for 30 days or something. But I am backing all of them up to the PSVG YouTube account and my own personal YouTube account. So if you want to find it there, I'm plugging PSVG. I'm plugging the Shack. Today, somebody randomly jumped in. Shout out to Professor Switch. He jumped in and he was, he's like, I was browsing through Twitch and I like seeing the up and coming streamers and you were on here playing Octopath and I decided to watch you. And he asked, he's like, what's PSVG? And I started telling him, I was like, this is our podcast and tonight we're streaming Nintendo Shack and stuff. So he asked for the link and he's going to start listening now. So it's a great way to, go back and forth. I guess like you scratching your back, I'll scratch yours type. I guess we're just helping each other out. But today was a very kind of special day because this is something that I've been wanting for a long time, and I finally lucked out earlier this week.
Okay, hang on. Let me stop you here because I know you're about to go. I forgot about that.
What?
I just want to talk to you a little bit more. Like, so I know you like the streaming, but you know you jumped in. You got started in the Twitch labs. You've been consistent, which I applaud you for. It's amazing. I wish we had more folks that did that. I don't like streaming. I go ahead and say that now. I know it's all the rage. It's what all the kids do. I really don't. When I play games, it's such like I'm so into.
You get in the zone and you don't feel like being bothered by anything else.
Yeah, it's like I play games for like escapism. Even when I'm home, it's like headphones now. Like I've adopted that Devin. Like I put on headphones. I don't want to be bothered by people that I live with, let alone anybody else. So
I explained it in stream today actually, because I asked for advice from people and. They're just like, well, just keep talking to your chat and stuff. And my sister is 3 years younger than me. And even though we grew up together playing video games, she was always just sitting behind me and watching me play games. So gotcha. I think I've always had that audience. Now it's Brian. Brian sits and watches me play games while I'm just, playing them. I think I just like having that audience and being able to commune with people while I'm playing. I've just always had that growing up, and it's I've always loved watching streamers. I like being able to interact with them. Sky Bennett, who is the voice of Pyra and Mithra in Xenoblade 2, has been streaming her Xenoblade 2 progress. And she, number one, I tweeted out to her telling her how much I loved her. She responded back to me on Twitter. And then I actually caught one of her streams the other day, on Tuesday, I believe. And she actually talked to me for a little bit through chat. So, like, I love that kind of stuff. That is freaking cool. Yeah, she is cool. She is a doll. She is just absolutely wonderful. So that's what I love about it. And the fact that it's just, you know, something I've always wanted to do. I didn't imagine, like, within a week I would have 50 people wanting to look at me. So,
you know, there are times I would say that, you know, I have kids for that. There are times where my son sits down with me and watches me play a game. There's times I sit down and watch him play games, but, you know, I have like a level of investment there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a weird thing. I don't know. I don't want to say I'm too old for it, because I'm like one of the youngest people here. It's just like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's not my thing. It's because, you know, it's funny. You mentioned as you grew up, you always had the audience. I kind of think I never did. You know,
yeah, I think that's probably. Yeah, I think like looking back, that's why. Like, because I loved talking with my sister about it while I was playing. She was just there watching me, and I mean, if I was stuck in someplace, we would go online, and she would like find a walkthrough for me or something, and she'd be like, "Okay, you got to go do this. You got to go do this." And so, I think it's just something that I've been cultured into growing up.
Well, I'm glad that you've hopefully found your niche, and I look forward to more. I've been checking out your stuff. It's great when you do it at work, or when you do it while I'm at work. It's a cool thing to throw up on one of the screens while I'm working. It's neat. Yeah, it seems it's cool. I mean, I like it. So, congrats. Cool. But yes, please continue. A special day. Something came in the mail, I presume.
Something came in the mail. So, I didn't know. I was taking a chance when I bought this because I didn't know if it was going to work or not. This is the last system I needed to complete my Nintendo console and handheld collection. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching, I present to you the super awesome Virtual Boy.
Super awesome. Really?
Dude, like holding one of these, I was explaining it on stream because I live streamed the unboxing from the box that I got it from today. It's like if I got this for Christmas in 1995, I would be all over it. It was kind of just like, oh my God, I can't believe it works this way. It does work. I bought 4 games just to test it out with, and the games all work. However, the right eye is perfect. The left eye did not work when I started doing it on, and I'm right eye dominant, so I kind of like squinted my eyes to make sure that one worked and one didn't. The left eye did not work. But as I started playing through more, a little discombobulated thing popped up on the left screen. So it's working, or it has the capacity to work. However, I have to fix that. So what I'm going to do, instead of sending this back, because I got it for...
Buy another one. No.
This I got for way too cheap. There is a repair how-to online. And get this. It is... No. A bunch of people have been doing this, and at first I was like, no way. I am not doing this. But the more I've looked at it, it's not that bad.
So you're going to stream you trying to fix this thing, right? Like we all get to watch you breaking open this Virtual Boy. Because when you snip the red cord incorrectly, I want to be there.
Okay, sure. But it's just the one side that's not working. And I have nothing to lose. If it doesn't work after I do this again, it wasn't working before.
That's true.
But so they have those old Nintendo screws. You remember these that you can't get into? I had to order a screwdriver tonight off of Amazon that will be here on Saturday so I can get this thing out. It's called a Game Bit.
That is so much dedication to play crappy versions of games and some crappy hardware.
I just want to make sure it works, you know?
No, I get that. Yeah, of course.
You've got to go watch me stream it because I had no idea how it turned on. I had no idea that the AC supply went through the controller, and then the controller, like the power went from the controller to the headset itself. The power goes through the controller. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It takes six AA batteries. That's 2 more than a Game Boy. Like, it's insane. But I have to unscrew all of these. And apparently the ribbon cable is loose, which is why it's garbled. I have to take the chip and the ribbon cable attachment, and the glue needs to be mushy again so I can make sure the glue and the circuits are all good. And the only way to do that is to heat it up. And people are putting these things in the oven. the oven.
So there's a question. You said you streamed this earlier. There's no way to capture the video from the headset, right? It's just you wearing it?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
I did hold it up. I can't do it right now because I don't have every. I don't have all the attachments.
You put
but
like a magnifying glass on the webcam and like.
But I mean, you can like look down in here and see that one
sure.
is working and one is not. But yeah, I'm probably going to like take some video of the fact that I'm putting this ribbon cable and some tin foil in the oven. 250 degrees for 2 minutes.
I mean, at the very least, live Periscope that thing, but definitely you should. That's good stuff.
It's going to be an experiment. I was like, can't I just use a hairdryer? Like, that's a safer alternative, right? And apparently it doesn't get hot enough. We're going to see. So once I get my screwdriver on Saturday, maybe I'll start working on it then. So be prepared this weekend, you guys.
Definitely.
That I might melt my Virtual Boy.
Getting back to one of your points, one of the games that I did play on vacation was the Octopath expansion, and I did play Splatfest. Let me tell you this. Splatfest with the Octoling is the only time I'm ever going to be able to play as the Octoling, because I cannot
never going to beat it. You know, you don't have to beat it. You have to like unlock 30 different levels.
It's so hard. I'm on the C thing, and like I got to a boss. I spent a day's worth of jumping in and out trying to beat it, and I couldn't beat it.
It's so hard,
and then I like went a different path, and I got to like one of those time trials, and I just can't. And I'm angry, and it's like Hollow Knight all over again. I'm just like, and I was really hoping Jason's be here tonight because I was going to talk to him about it. I want to see him beat it because I definitely know that he can. But
yeah, he would.
When
I get mad like that, I just pass the controller off to Brian.
I gave up.
Try it.
I totally quit. I was like, Melissa was like, "You were not going to spend your vacation like this." And I'm like, "You're right. I'm not going to spend my vacation like that. I'm so angry right now." And now I'm kind of angry that I won't be able to play as the Octolings because I want to.
You will.
I just want to be able to like, can I buy them? I will give you money for them. Like, can I just bypass this?
Maybe the amiibo will.
Maybe that would be. That would make me buy
coming out in November or something. I don't know. But the 3-pack is coming out. Who knows?
I don't like that. I did not like that. That was not.
It's tough. Like
really
I said, that's what's deterring me from playing it because of how difficult it is.
It's harder than Master Trial. Definitely.
No doubt. And at least with that one, I wanted to do it.
And not only is it harder than that, I gotta sit through that intro every time I stop and play, and that makes it worse. I went in and out of that intro like 5 times at the cabin, and I was just like, I can't do this anymore. So if you do it like in one day, you know, because I rage quit more than a few times. It's difficult. So if you out there have completed the Octoling expansion, send me a screenshot. I want to see it. Like, send me a screenshot of your Octoling. That'd be dope to see. Yeah. So I played that. Continuing
we should do a poll. Have you beaten it, or have you unlocked it?
I'll definitely do that. I'll do that. Yes. That's the other thing. Like, there's no way a kid can beat that.
No,
like, if
absolutely not.
You know, I don't want to say like no way. I'm sure like there are, you know, prodigies and stuff out there, but you know, most kids aren't beating that.
Like, there's one where you have to not get hit for 30 seconds. It's impossible.
And there's like, there are Octolings everywhere. They drop like 5 all around you, and you just gotta. Yeah. I mean, it's not impossible. You can do it, but I can't do it. That's the thing. It's like, can it be done?
I can't either.
Can I? No, I can't do it. I don't have the skill necessary to do this.
We don't have the Asian capacity to do it.
God, it's so hard.
I know.
I did beat Donkey Kong Adventures DLC for Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Yeah. Was it good?
It was. Yes. The answer is yes. It was good. I still stand firm in my prediction that I would not be surprised to see it come out standalone.
That's cool.
One of the things that I didn't say when I brought that up on Shack a couple weeks ago was I didn't mention to you that like all of the menus and everything are also customized. Like the music changes.
You told me that it's like you go through the main menu
once
and then
you
it's
start the game.
Different.
Once you start the DLC, the next time you log into the game, it just has Donkey Kong on the title screen. Like, it's like a different game. There's a lot of it that's just like a totally different game. I did write down some notes because it's been like 8 days. Yeah. It's been a while since I beat it because that was the first game I did. I thought the characters were cool. There's like there's super rabid huge dudes, which you saw from the first one. There's like one that wears like a shark outfit. So that's how they play like the beach theme. It's got like a hook through his thing. It's neat. They have these mini levels where you pick up like puzzle pieces and stuff. I want to say that I would compare them or make a comparison to like Captain Toad levels in 3D Land. They're not like that, but they're kind of like that. They're like short, time-based puzzle games where usually you have to like move a cart or ride a cart or move like some levers to get to where you need to go, and you have like a minute to do it. Just like Captain Toad in 3D Land, I wouldn't be opposed to a smaller game of just that. Those are kind of some of the most fun levels. I think there was one for every world. At least I found 4 or 5 of them on the way through. It was fun.
How many worlds?
4.
That's not bad for DLC.
I think
amazing.
I beat it in like 7 or 8 hours. It wasn't that bad. Now, when I say that, I did not.
You didn't 100%
No,
anything.
I didn't do that. Okay. I did that on the first game. Everything. This time I was like, I just want to get through it. And that's kind of like, if you're looking for some critical review, I don't know why. Because I loved Mario Rabbids so much. So much. Like, you really, like, I marathoned the game. I was the first one to reach the end. I loved that game. I don't know why I wasn't as enamored with this one as the first one. I'm not sure if it's because I had other games to play now, because there was kind of a part of me I was like, I just want to get through this.
Yeah. Maybe it came too late. It was like a year.
Yeah, maybe it's just like the novelty's worn off because I've already played so much of it, but it got to a point, I say maybe halfway through, like in the second where I was just tired of doing those puzzles. Not the game is fun. I'm tired of pushing blocks. Like the Roomba thing is still not good. You still like push the wrong side of the block. It's not like tight. It's not good control. I still don't know why that's a thing. Why can't I just like move a cursor around and point and click? Let me do a motion control and point at something. Like, give me something that makes this feedback is good. You know, like when I click a button, I want feedback that what I clicked was correct. And there's still a lot of that. You run to the side of the Roomba and you hit it the wrong way. You run, you got to restart everything, do it all over again. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of puzzles like that. You still have all the block puzzles. Move the yellow one to the red one to the blue one to the green one. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just angry. Maybe it's just bad timing. I just didn't like it. I was just like, I don't want to do this right now.
Was this before or after the AC hap?
This was before, actually. This was when I was at the cabin.
I was about to say,
I left,
you're
went right to the cabin.
On the AC out on your poor experience.
I played it on the in the best way possible. One of the things I wanted to do this vacation is I want to start waking up earlier. It's like a goal that I have for like this year. I want to like become a morning person. I woke up while I was on vacation. I woke up at 6 a.m. I walked outside onto the porch of this cabin. I watched the sunrise come over these woods and these mountains. It's gorgeous. Had a cup of coffee. Had my dog. Sat in a swinging chair, and I played this game. So it's not even like the environment. I don't know. I just didn't like it. I just didn't want to keep doing these puzzles. There is one puzzle that I liked. It's like a musical pipes puzzle, which I wrote down, where you play like the Donkey Kong music, and it's got like a tropical vibe. It's good. It's great. You'd expect the music to be amazing, and it is.
Yeah.
I wrote down, Roomba thing still annoying. Why not just use hand? This is what I wrote in my note. There are some new mechanics, kind of. I would think Jacob Rush will call them new. I wouldn't call them new. Like, Donkey Kong can throw people. Like, you could jump off people earlier, but Donkey Kong can actually, like, pick up a character and then launch them, and it goes a little further.
Wasn't there some...
You could jump off each other. You could spring off, and you can still do that, too.
Okay, but maybe it was the bad Rabbids that could throw you backwards or something.
I think that's right.
Okay. Okay.
And then Donkey Kong can, like, rope swing. They're like these ramps you can click.
I've seen video of that.
Across. So it makes movement, I think, a lot more fluid. And I do think that the levels, without having compared this, like in my mind, the levels in Donkey Kong Adventures are bigger. I think the maps are bigger than they used to be. And I think it's because of that freedom of movement. You can really get around a little bit faster. And then I've got music is great. It feels like playing a new game. And it's not that I'm bad about it. I don't think it's bad. I think it's worth the money. It was $20. I think paid for the season pass. So I enjoyed it. It was fun. I also don't think. I think the 3 characters might be one of the reasons. You know, like I couldn't.
They recycled the Peach. Who else?
And she's great. You get to play as Cranky Kong and you play Donkey Kong and Peach.
Okay.
Peach Rabbit Peach. Whose cutscenes are the best. Like the angry rabbit's in love with her. She's a diva. At one point, she makes him carry something. She rides on the back.
It's just 3. I thought it was 4. Oh no, you can only have 3.
Correct.
That's right. Okay.
So no Luigi, no Luigi Rabbit, no Mario Rabbit, none of that. So you just get those. So maybe that had something to do with it. I don't think it wore out its welcome. I did appreciate that the game starts off slow, and I like that. It doesn't like throw you in. It's not like, it's not Master Trials or Octopath expansion. You can get the job done. Lucas Lores in the chat. Hey, buddy. And so is Run, Jump, Stomp. I hate the Roomba thing in that game. Thank you so much for stopping by.
What's up, dudes?
So anyway, I was able to beat something. I can't beat Hollow Knight and I can't beat Octopath expansion, but I sure as crap can beat some Rabbids, man. I can do that game. Mm-hmm. I will tell you this, and this might make you a little bit happy. Playing Hollow Knight, playing Octopath, and playing Rabbids really, really has kind of got me excited to play Xenoblade. There's something about struggling and suffering through a hard game like the Octoling expansion and Hollow Knight that I'm like, I just want to go back to the game where I press the buttons and I saw the cutscenes and I moved my little party around and I fought dinosaurs. Like, it's like comfort food.
Animate the game. Yep.
It's like comfort food for me. So I wanted to play it when I went to the beach. However, I couldn't.
Didn't I see you jump on and play Xenoblade recently, though?
I played it yesterday.
Okay, then I saw like it just popped up in the corner of my stream, and I was like, Donnie!
I wanted to play it while I was at the beach. I took my Switch with me and my dock, but I couldn't hook up into the TVs. The beach, the hotel has like something on their TVs that wouldn't let me do it. It just wouldn't work.
That's like cruise ships. Cruise ships do it too because they don't want to be liable for you breaking the TV. So because kids will do that.
That's true. So I didn't want to play it not docked. And then when I came home, I had to do the basement. And it's been put off, and I'm missing it. That's ultimately what I'm trying to say. I wanted to play a lot of it while I was on vacation. I was hoping to come back and tell you I had beaten 2 or 3 or 4 chapters like an awesome guy, and I couldn't. I had no time. But getting back to the topic of one of the games you're playing, I haven't played.
Wait, did you get to the hot spring scene yet?
No. I'm not there yet. I don't think so.
You just started that chapter. How are you still not there?
I haven't been able to play a whole lot. That's what I'm saying. Like, I want to. Like, this weekend I'm going to. I hope.
It's a long chapter, too.
I have not played Octopath at all. Bought it. Got it sitting there. But all of your tweets and stuff scaring the crap out of me. I'm watching your streams. You're talking about how you're grinding, how long it takes to beat everything. To 8 hours to do the first chapter. I'm like, I don't want to do this at all.
Let me ease your fears. I did not realize that there was a way to do support skills. You have to actually, like, I thought they were just passive. But no, apparently you have to go in and select them and make them, you can only apply 4 at a time as you unlock them. And Benji, shout out to Benji, he was telling me, he's like, do you have such and such equipped? And I'm like, no. I didn't know you equipped them. I thought they were passive skills. And he goes, go to the skills thing on the menu.
You're not helping.
And
you're not helping your cause.
I just been going through there. Donnie, I swear to God, I applied all of that stuff. And what normally would have been a 40-minute boss for me, because I had not applied those skills before, I beat the boss in 10 minutes.
I'm still seeing all these tweets that people are like, I don't understand. I'm level 33. The boss is level 21 and I'm getting the crap kicked out of me.
They don't have, you have to mix and match the jobs. You have to unlock all of the job stuff for each character. And it behooves you to have the ones that have the saving grace thing on there. Have the ones that have the, what's the one that I got? I got one for the thief that every hit he takes, he gains X amount of HP back. So, I mean, those skills really help once you've unlocked them, and they make the game a lot easier. Today, I was just beating myself up over it. I was like, I've been giving myself such a hard time doing all this stuff, and now I'm over leveled, and the boss was cake. So
okay,
don't be deterred.
I do think I may have come to the conclusion. I don't think I'm going to play it until I finish Octopath, or until I finish Xenoblade.
I'm fine with that.
So it could be a while. It's funny.
It could be a nice between now and Smash game. I think that would be
interesting how my opinion has really kind of changed on Xenoblade. The more I play it, the more I kind of like it. The story is getting really good. And I didn't expect that from a Xenoblade game. I really kind of enjoy it. And I'm enjoying it to the point where I just want to keep playing it now. Now I'm getting to that mode where it's I just want to play more of this game. And I think maybe that's the issue with the Rabbids. I just I don't want to do this right now. If I'm going to sit here and waste time moving blocks around, I could be over here killing dinosaurs. Like, I don't know. So,
Brian is in the chat too. My daggum husband is in the chat. Can Caro be permitted to partially close that door behind her? She forgot voice. She forgot her voice has her mother's carrying power when her husband can't sleep in. So, Donnie, why don't you rant about that while I go close the door?
Okay, go close the door. I'll do a little solo thing. We do have some news. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I've been playing some Resident Evil things, and I've got some indie games that I'm looking forward to playing. There's a lot of good sales on the Nintendo shop today, actually, for some indie games like the Framed Collection, which I bought on Nintendo Switch today for $5.50, I think. Have you heard about the Framed Collection?
I heard about it. But yeah, how much is it?
It's like $5 I bought today. It's like a comic book game where you're presented a bunch of different comic scenes and you put them in order and then play out the scene. If you do it correctly, you get to the next scene. So I bought that today. I pre-ordered 1979 Black Friday.
Oh,
which
yeah?
looks like this Telltale text-based adventure game. I have never heard about this game.
I was thinking about that just because like I love text-based adventures. And that door just opened on its own.
Here it goes. There's a lot of YouTube and Twitch videos like this.
I'll keep my
Brian's messing with you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've never heard about this game ever, and I find that to be a little shocking because typically I'm really plugged into stuff, especially stuff that like makes noise. This game came out 2 years ago on PC, and it's been out on PS4 and Xbox One. It has really good reviews, like everywhere.
Yeah,
everybody loves it. And I've never heard about it. Literally, I've never heard about it. It's not like a game that I've been waiting for Switch. I've never heard about it at all.
I just kind of hear about these things, but it's not like I don't know. It doesn't bother me that I haven't heard about it, but I'm just like, oh, text-based adventure. I'll have to try that out. I want to try out more of those adventure games like Thimbleweed Park because that really got my.
It?
No,
man.
I played and beat Thimbleweed Park, but it threw me back to the early 90s of those games that I used to play.
That's why Kevin loves it.
And gosh, I wish people would make more stuff like that because I got to get my itch on that.
Paladins also dropped free to play this week, and that's huge news. It's like this Overwatch team-based fantasy shooter, free to play. It's I want to say it's like a hero shooter, or at least cosmetic skins you can buy in that Fortnite realm in terms of monetization. I know Jason's been playing. He's been talking about it on Twitter. I was hoping he'd tell us about it tonight, but I'm sure we'll get it next week. He's been playing, and he's played it before on PC. He's been recommending it. I'll jump in at some point with that as well. I'll probably stream a couple of those indie games that I bought. I grabbed those. I talked about this briefly on PSVG last night, but I also bought Ace Attorney, and I never played an Ace Attorney game in my ever.
Which one?
Dual Destinies? There was a Capcom sale.
Is that a brand new one, or is it a port?
I have no idea.
There's so many Phoenix Wright games.
I always thought my wife might enjoy them because she's a paralegal.
Yeah, I know.
And
you know what? I've never played one either. Like I feel like those games and the Professor Layton games I would enjoy, but it's just something that I wouldn't find myself wanting to pay money to do. It's just like I do that in real life. Why would I want to do it? I don't know. I think maybe the Professor Layton games I would be willing to give a try more so than the Phoenix Wright ones. But
I think it's a bit more entertaining. My wife liked it. It was the quote, the box art quote she gave me after she played the first chapter was, "This is dumb as, but it's kind of fun." That was her review
That's the
synopsis.
thing. Like being in that profession in the real world, we kind of have that. It's just like there's no way this would be, permissible in a real court. Like
there's a lot of that. Yeah, there's a lot of that. And
that's why I can't watch courtroom dramas anymore either. It's just
she's way better at it than me. I'll give you that. I watched her play it. I was like laying on her shoulder while we were in bed, and she played a couple chapters while we were on vacation. And I'm always looking for something that might capture her attention. And like I said, there was a Capcom sale for like $8, something like that. It was pretty cheap.
Nice.
And she likes it. So I think it's text based. You get on stand, you start cross referencing them, you just press the A button, you're just like text. You find something that you think's questionable, and you object, and he jumps out, and then the screen shakes, and the music pumps up, and I don't know, she likes it.
I trust Melissa. Maybe I'll give it a try.
Is there anything else? I played a lot of 3DS, and all of a sudden I feel like I can't remember what I brought my 3DS and was playing a bunch of it. Oh, I started playing Pokemon X again, because I brought my son Pokemon Y, because he beat Pokemon Moon, and he never beat Pokemon X or Y, so I'm thinking now that maybe he beat Moon, maybe he can go back. So we were playing that down on the beach.
I love Sun and Moon, like, probably the most, but
So do
X, I have such a huge soft spot for X and Y.
I don't think he can get through it. I think the lack of a map with a waypoint is going to stop him. Because he's just not like cognizant to remember multiple places.
Oh,
to
yeah.
go.
I
I think that was huge for him in terms of completing it, but he wants to. Like, the drive is there. He keeps playing. And also, he's starting to get into, like, YouTube culture, so I keep telling him, like, look up reviews, like, look up walkthroughs, so he's doing, so maybe he can find his way, but while he's playing, I was playing it too. Oh! My dumb self. Now I remember exactly what I couldn't remember that I've been playing. So when we were doing the basement stuff, and we're painting this floor, my dumb self painted myself away from my Switch and my Xbox. Because, like, we were moving all the furniture, we had to start, like, one half of the room, the other half of the room. So I moved everything aside, and when I got to the door and finished, I was like, oh, snap. All of my stuff is over. I should have brought it upstairs before I decided to paint the room, and I didn't. So we didn't have Switch or Xbox to play. So I started playing Wii U. I started playing Twilight Princess. I probably sucked 3 or 4 hours in Twilight Princess. Got through like the castle and got midnight and everything. The HD port of Twilight Princess is better than even I remembered it. It is really good. It's really pretty.
It's really good. It is.
It's really pretty.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I 100%ed it.
Did you really?
I
did. I don't think I 100%ed it. But
I got all 50 stamps. I beat the Cave of War. I beat
the stamps are cool. Remember that? I like the stamps.
Because like the next to last one was like the Twily Midna, like her true form stamp, and I was like, well, she's my babe, I gotta have that. So yeah.
So I was doing that. We played some Star Fox Zero. I don't know why. And you and I both mentioned that last week was British Open week. So we were here at the house. Jack was watching the British Open. Every time he watches golf, he gets his golf itch. He wants to go golf. He wants to play golf in the yard. He wanted to play golf games. So we played Wii Sports Resort. And he was not having a fun time with that. And we played everybody's golf. And then we were playing a bunch of golf games all weekend. And so we were playing Wii U, played Nintendo Land and all that good stuff. So it was cool to reconnect with that because it'd been a minute. It'd been about a month or so since we'd all sat around and played it. And it was kind of fun. We were like kind of forced into it. We didn't have any other options. So we did it. Oh, and I spun around the course in Mario Kart 8 with that new Link character and the new bike.
Oh yeah, I still haven't done it. I got the download, but I just haven't popped it back in because I've been playing Octopath.
We have a drunk stream scheduled. If you didn't see the news, not next Saturday after next, August 4th, Nintendo Shack drunk stream. Come over and stream and play Mario Kart 8 with us. Make us better. Drinking is mandatory. So, unless you're Daniel. Daniel said he didn't drink, but that's it. He's the only one that gets an exclusion. So if you want to come play...
Brian used to not drink Geek too, and then he's a connoisseur.
There you go. We'll do a full Discord like party chat, and we'll put everybody's webcams in. We'll have a fun time. Last time,
oh my gosh, I'm so excited! Last time was so much fun.
And my Labo
is Melissa coming?
Yeah, she's into it.
I gotta put that one together. It's the next one that I have to put together. I haven't done it yet, so I'll make sure that I have it done. Speaking of Labo. Are we ready for that? That
was the segue that I was prepping. Yeah, my Labo kit will be there, so I'm gonna try to commit to playing with that. But I don't think we have any other commitments from doing the drunk driving stream idea that I had. I think it's just me. Like, I'm the only one that's committed to using the motorbike.
We'll do it. I'm
just gonna die a lot. So if that's the case, then I'm not gonna do it. I'll do something else.
You and I should do like just a one-on-one.
Yeah,
we'll do it.
Yeah. Definitely. Like, Kevin said he'd do it, but I don't think he will. I think once he starts losing to Jason, he'll just go back to his controller. And if we get a large turnout, like we have the 2 rooms that we always use. We have a battle room and we have a racing room. Maybe we'll split off. Maybe we'll have like a Labo room or something like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of Labo, already alluded to, tonight we have huge news. Kinda, if you call it huge news. I think it's huge news.
It took me by surprise.
Big news for Nintendo fans anyway. Nintendo has announced the next Labo. Nintendo Labo Toy Kit 3, titled The Vehicle Kit, comes out September 14th for $90.
I didn't see the price tag, dude. I didn't see the price tag.
Pardon the interruption, but we made a mistake. The price of the Toy-Con Labo set that comes out in September is actually $70, $69.99. We realized after we recorded this podcast that there was a mistake in the listing price that we were referring to on the website, and it was corrected soon after. So we apologize. The sticker shock is not nearly as bad as we thought. Just $70 for the new Nintendo Labo vehicle set. It features a Toy-Con racing wheel with key holder, wheel, and blinkers, or at least something like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty elaborate. It comes with a pedal. It comes with a Joy-Con that you can use, that they showed in the video, you can use to steer a plane. There's a key holder, I guess you could plug into it and turn the key. That's pretty neat. And a Toy-Con submarine, which you can use to periscope and whatnot. I think the important part to notice, and you guys go check it out on Nintendo's YouTube channel. We've retweeted it. All the Nintendo sites are retweeting. They have a page up for it. The interesting takeaway that I have, this trailer, the video game part of the Nintendo Labo looks more fleshed out and polished than I think I've seen it in the past. It's worth mentioning that racing wheel is fairly big. You sit in your lap and use it.
Oh, it's huge. I mean, this little kid was like, it looked like a tractor.
Yeah, it did. So you get to race around like this world. They're showing him do all kinds of things. There's like a battle thing. There's a plane that he's flying. The thing that I took away, my takeaway that Carol laughed about, because I mean, this just came out like right before we hit check, so I don't think we've even digested it all. There's golf. And you know about me and that golf. There is a Rocket League golf. You drive a car and hit a golf ball, and I was like, sold. Yes. I'm still holding out, though. I'm not buying Labo until Black Friday. I just think that's the smart investment.
When is this coming out? What date?
September 19th.
Okay, yeah,
14th,
I'm not gonna.
September 14th.
There's no way that I'm gonna buy that and have it finished and built before a week later Xenoblade prequel comes out. There's no way. And I still haven't gotten the robot kit. I haven't finished. I'm on I finished 3 out of the 5 in the variety kit, but I would like to have all of them. I think it's just a cool thing to do, man. It's just cool. It's amazing the way that they've gotten things to work.
It is cool.
Cardboard.
Yes, that I agree. It is cool. And I would like to say that there doesn't appear to be a whole lot of like the rubber bands and strings. There is some of that with like the wheel, but the other stuff didn't look like a whole lot of that. The plane thing looks cool. If you like planes inverted, especially if you're like a fan of like inverted controls, that joystick, it's like the plane stick, you pull back to go up and whatnot. And, like the video that I keep watching, this GIF that I keep seeing as it goes through, like the video game portion of this has a very Nintendo Land, Wii Sports Resort like flavor to it, like in terms of style and design.
I can see the Wii Sports Resort for sure.
Yeah, and it looks good. It looks fun.
Yeah.
I never really got that with the robot demos and like the variety kit. I never really saw like a video game application that I wanted to do it.
The fishing application in the variety kit is cool. But it's stagnant. I mean, you're throwing your line into water, and there's different layers of sea that you can do. I mean, there's not like open exploration in a kind of like country club setting like this thing looks like. I wouldn't say country club, but you know what I mean. Like that's sport. Yeah. It's just sports resort. Like that's the only thing that I can think of. There's like
a battle mode in this one. You shoot missiles at each other. There's a racetrack. Like I said, there's golf. Like there's
shooting balloons or something.
Yeah. So
yeah, it looks really fun.
That's the stuff I was taking away. Like it looked like something I want to play, and that was the thing with the original Labo that I never really got. I was like, it looks fun to put the cardboard together, but do I want to play Project Giant Robot for more than an hour? Probably not. So maybe this one I will. But again, I am holding out to Black Friday, so I have to.
I think you and I will both for this one.
I have to think on Black Friday they will run a Labo special. That sounds perfect. Right, we'll get them all like half off. Like
when did the first ones come out? The first ones came out in April. So how many months between April and September? 4?
Oh,
5?
April and September? Yeah, 5 or 6. I thought you were going to say like Black Friday. Like, that's almost
I'm wondering if they're not going to have another one hit before Christmas.
Oh, like I think they will.
The 4th. Yeah,
I think they will. I definitely think they will. And actually, I'll use that to segue into my next story. And the next story is that you can pre-order Nintendo Switch Online subscriptions from Amazon. You can buy them individually for $20, or if you are on a family plan, like we are, get with the cool kids. Nintendo Shack family plan is in full effect. We're full. We have a full house now.
All right, how much do I owe you? $6?
It's like $4.50. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let people make donations, but I'm going to commit to just paying for it. So if nobody even wants to use it, don't worry about it. I'll just pay the $35.
I'm still paying you, dude.
That's fine. It's kind of ridiculous. $35 for 8 people is nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I wanted to say this. The news that Amazon, one, nobody pre-order a Nintendo Switch Online subscription. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Why would you pre-order it? Because you can't use it for 2 months. It's a digital good. It's not like it's going to go away. And I'm not sure if you're pre-ordering like a digital code or if they actually send you a card. I don't know. I don't really care. It's just dumb. Don't pre-order it. It makes no sense at all.
Unless there's a pre-order bonus.
No, there's not. And that was the thing. I was thinking, like, if it's cheaper, like if you pre-order it, you save $5. Sure, but there's not. It's nothing. But there's been, now that it's happening, there's a whole new speculation on Twitter that I've been reading about what this is a thing. And it seems like people, either aren't paying attention or don't know. I, for one, even admitted I kind of forgot about it. Like, it's that thing that, they haven't done a good job with this. They announced it, which is brand new to Nintendo. Those of us that play video games, I think, were open to it because, Xbox, PlayStation, they do the same thing. But then they delayed it. Then they barely spoke about it. Then they said that classic games will be there, but we didn't know if it was Virtual Console, and then they said it wasn't Virtual Console, and then Reggie said it is Virtual. They're not doing a really good job of this. So here's what ultimately the point I'm trying to make. I expect it will have a direct next month. This thing launches September September 13th, 14th, 17th, something like that. It launches in September. I wasn't
expecting a direct this month, but definitely by August, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was last month.
I meant August. That's what I meant. Like, I expect a direct in August, late August.
That's what I'm saying.
And if
I
not,
didn't expect
early September. Before this goes live, we will have a direct that details everything about it. And they'll probably announce a game or two, and they'll probably announce a Labo kit. That's where I was going to tie the two together. I wouldn't be surprised if they announced a Labo kit or two for Black Friday or November. You throw that in there, they throw in a port of something, maybe a smaller game, and Nintendo Online, and they announce a couple new classic titles that we don't know about, some SNES games or something.
I don't know if they would announce a Labo at the Direct. I think they've been announcing the Labo completely separately distinctly since they started. Point. So, I don't know. I feel like they would just probably hey, by the way, there's another one for Christmas. Like, they'll drop it in October or something.
Sure. That's a good point. They are kind of treating it like its own brand, its own separate thing.
Save the Direct for more stuff like, where's the Animal Crossing bone that we've all been drooling for,
They
dude?
could do the Labo Joy-Cons. They'd put that in a Direct. Cardboard Joy-Cons. I was thinking, still watching, I was combing through Wario's account so I can see all these gifts he did for the Labo stuff. It reminds me of Pilot Wings.
Yeah. The plain one especially. Yeah.
Yeah. But it is worth, and since this is a news story, it's worth letting your friends know. Friends that bought Switches, people who think about buying Switches, make sure that they're aware that, hey, come September, you ain't playing Splatoon, you ain't playing Mario Kart, you ain't playing anything else online. Fortnite, as I mentioned to Lobo, not Labo, Fortnite. As I mentioned to Lobo Rican earlier in our chat, I don't think you're going to be able to trade Pokemon. Like, you're not going to be able to do any of these things without this Nintendo subscription. And if that upsets you, I'm sorry, because he was a little upset. He was like, this is weird, not the path I'd taken. I was like, you literally subscribe to Xbox Live. You literally pay for Xbox. And, and I get the point. You may think it's not worth it, but the counterpoint to that is it's only $20.
Speaking of which, I actually had to renew my Pokemon bank because I was like, oh my God, I know that it's coming up here at the end of July. And sure enough, I had 4 days left. I'm sure if it goes away within a certain amount of time, you can still renew, but
you can. No, you can. I let it lapse for a year and just went back in. It's fine.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. But yeah, I don't know what our alternative is going to be. We haven't gotten anything.
I'm hoping it's Switch Online.
I really do too.
Yeah, I really.
But do. I just forked over the $4.99 for it because
here's the thing: you get to play online, which is worth $20 a year. You can make jokes about their online experience or not, but everybody else charges for online, so I think it's worth it.
This is pennies.
You get cloud saves. again, that alone is worth. I know people that would literally pay $20 a year just for Cloud Search. So that was it.
Free.
You can join a family. So if you've got friends, band together. Things $35 for 8 of you. It's not even $20 a year. It's $4 a year. That's insane. Yeah. That's what we're doing. Then you get classic games, as I mentioned to Q.
Oh, free.
Super Mario 3 is worth $20. Like, just buy it and play that.
It really is.
You can do that too. And then, they'll add other games. I'm positive they'll add other games and stuff to it. I think it would be really cool for the Pokemon folks if they added Pokemon Bank. That'd be I could see it being like a little direct announcement.
But we have to have something with the Let's Go stuff because we're getting a brand new exclusive Pokemon in that game.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We have to be able to put it into a bank.
And that's a small little thing that they can add to the Switch thing, $20 a year. It's like, oh, here's $5 of that. You get Pokemon Bank, and when you play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, you get to pull your Pokemon from Sun and Moon and X and Y, and I love that it goes all the way back. I transferred Pokemon from Pokemon Yellow and stuff like that. It's nuts. Yeah, that's a really cool thing they did. So, I only have one more thing to talk about. So before I do, I just ask you: do you have anything else? Any news stories? Because I've been out. I've been on vacation, so I'm a little disconnected.
Yeah, I know, but there just really hadn't been anything interesting that's come across my stuff. The only other thing that I think, there were some those new controllers, the new GameCube controllers that are
from Hori, right?
They're Hori, but are they still just Japan only, or did they get announced for America?
I've only seen them for Japan so far.
Okay, so we've got the Zelda one, the Mario one,
and Pikachu,
the yellow one. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're all nice. If they're from Hori, I'm wondering if they're going to be the cheaper ones. Don't they make the ones that are... No, that's Power A. So maybe they're going to be the full price GameCube controllers, but these things are new for Switch, coming out for Smash. It's supposed to be a peripheral for that. But they've got just the logos for the franchises, the 3 main Nintendo franchises, which I think is a cool thing. It'll definitely get collectors buying them. I wish that they would be coming out over here.
I'm sure they will. I mean, all that stuff usually, Hori and Power A and PDP, they usually bring all that stuff over. I'm still I just want a wireless one. And I know that's Smash way and all that. I don't want the octopus of friggin' wires all coming out of my Switch. The Switch is already a bit cramped. I
know. There's only 3 things that you can...
and I want to hook up the adapter to it, and then I want to hook up all the controllers to the adapter, and then I got to sit however far away those things are, and they're all together. It's a mess. Though I did see a really cool adapter. Have you seen the adapter on Amazon that looks like a GameCube?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. You just set the GameCube
I can't remember who makes that, but yeah, I've seen that one. It's pretty cool.
But yeah, I'm not going to do any of the plugins. I'm not going to do any of the plug-in controllers unless it goes straight to USB. And in that idea, I might do it just for me, but I would preferably like a good quality GameCube wireless controller. I've been tweeting...
you liked those Wavebird wireless back in the day.
Yes. Huh? I've been tweeting at the 8BitDo company for since Ultimate was announced. I think during the announcement I was like, come on.
Yeah.
You have SNES controllers, NES controllers, you have all these wireless controllers. Do a GameCube mold. I'm sold. I'd pay a lot for it too. I would. I'd pay above and beyond for one of those.
I had a platinum Wavebird wireless back in the day, and I loved it and played it so much that I broke it. And it's just, I've had wired ever since. I got to buy another one.
If they did a Pikachu wire controller, I'd be so sold. I'd be so sold for that. A Pikachu wireless GameCube Pro controller. I'd pay $100 for that. I really would. I know it's way too much, but I probably if they came out and they said it was $99, I got to tell you, I'd probably buy it. I'd find a way. I'd trade some stuff in.
You're paying more for that than you would be your Pokeball Plus. Are you kidding me? Mm-hmm. Oh my god, dude!
It's Smash.
Okay. I know.
I want to walk into a Smash tournament with my wireless Pikachu GameCube Pro controller.
Run Jump Stop says wires are bad. Gay.
They are bad. The last thing, especially as we head into August here, the last thing that I had to talk about is I just wanted to highlight and showcase some of the games that are coming in August. So I've got a few of them that are open. There's a bunch. I'm sure I'm going to miss one. Nintendo's, as they said, 20 to 30 games a week, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, and they weren't kidding. I mean, it's mostly indies, but whatever.
Yep. So, Code of the Princess EX comes out next week, or actually here just in a couple days on the 31st. 1979 Revolution Black Friday, as I already mentioned, is coming out next week on the 2nd. I've already bought this game, and I'm hoping to... I'll stream some of it. Anytime I find like a weird indie game that I don't think probably is getting a lot of coverage, I like to get some, at least I like to do like a first hour. Here's the first hour of this game. Let somebody, take a look. So I'll do something like that. Iconoclast, which I've heard about a lot. I don't even know what that game is. I know it's out on Vita, I think. Maybe even PlayStation. Sultan Sanctuary is a big get. That game comes out next week on August 2nd. The big one from the indie trailers, Dead Cells, Metroidvania, Hyper Light Drifter type thing. That comes out next week, or on the next week, the 7th? I think it's next week. No, the week after.
Wednesday next.
Or same Tuesday. Day, the big one for me, Overcooked 2, baby.
Yeah.
Gotta know that drunk stream's coming.
Brian and I have got to get it. Definitely. I think it's one of those things that we're going to beat each other up over physically, but who knows?
There's a PSVG Fisher. If you haven't noticed, Kevin and Kyle are trying to recruit people to buy it on PlayStation. I don't know. We got to help some of these people. Same day, Minecraft season story mode season 2 comes out. The day after, Okami HD comes out. Are you getting Okami on Switch?
Yes, I am.
So,
I've been holding out and hoping they'll do physical, but I'm just going to have to settle for getting the physical Wii copy just for my shelf. And I don't think I'll ever play it, but I've never experienced Okami before, and everybody's always told me that I need to, and that it's a beautiful game, and that it's just something that's right up my alley. So I'm definitely going to pick this up for Switch. When they announced it, I was like, well, duh. Obviously, I'm going to get it.
If you venture into comments, I think there are a lot of non-Nintendo players that proclaim Okami as like the best Zelda game of all time. It is like Zelda, especially during the time when Twilight Princess came out. I don't think it's as good. I've never thought that. It is.
Well, that's fine.
It is beautiful, and I do think it will be enhanced on Switch with the touchscreen. It's meant to be played with motion controls. Another
thing is I love Japanese culture, and like this Amaterasu and this Japanese everything pretty much just seems something that would be I don't know, I'm definitely probably going to enjoy it.
I sadly shouldn't buy it, in all honesty. I've played this game probably 100 hours, but I've never beaten it because I always start it and stop it. I started stopping on Wii, and I started stopping on 360, and started stopping. I bought it on Xbox One last year and started it and stopped. I traded it in when the Switch version was announced because the other ones with the controller is weird because there are all these motion gestures. You draw like a circle, you draw like a line, and then he does the thing like Twilight Princess. It's actually it's very similar, and it's weird doing that with like a stick. It just doesn't feel right. So the moment they were like, and it's coming to Switch, I was like, yes, I want to do that.
How are we going to do it? With a Joy-Con?
You're going to draw it on the touchscreen. You want to play it portable.
On the touchscreen, okay.
Yeah, like a 3DS game. You're just going to sit there and pull out your finger and draw a circle. And I'm sure you'll either be able to use the sticks or maybe they'll let you point. I'd be open to trying to play it with pointer if they let us. I don't know if I haven't seen that being confirmed.
Interesting. How much is it? 15?
20.
Okay. That's not so bad, though. It's a good game.
It is
a good game. It was $49.99 back in the day. So.
Oh, yeah. It's a good game. Minute comes out the day after, I believe. Minute's from Devolver Digital. It's this black and white game. It's got a lot of indie love this year.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that.
Mm-hmm. State of Mind comes out on the 15th. Have you seen that game at all? Mm-hmm. So you've seen Detroit?
Yeah.
So this game is like Detroit. It's this cyberpunky...
where you have, hard choices to make type thing.
Yes, there's adventures and puzzles and inspect the environment around you and whatnot. Except in this one, instead of it being super realistic, you see everybody's faces, all the pores in their skin, everything's just very cell shaded or at least polygonal,
minimalist type thing.
Yeah, dummy type thing. Yeah, so the environments are really vibrant and the people have no detail at all. It's almost like that Dragon Cancer type character design for the
that people. Would make me feel easier about doing things that are morally unacceptable.
Good point.
Because I don't have an attachment to seeing a real looking person.
It's really interesting, and apparently it's a really big game. It comes from Daedalic Entertainment. I'm interested in this one. I think the one thing that'll scare people away, is the price. I think it's $40 or $50. But
That's
if it's
crazy.
really good and it's really big, and I'm open to it, this is one that's on my radar. I'd like to do it. I really would. I'd like to try it, especially while you kids are playing Octopath. It might give me something different to bring to Shack every week. August 23rd, Hollow Knight Gods and Glory comes, and I know Jason Lacey will get re-wrapped up. And that's such a good game. It's such a great game. I need to pay somebody to beat that boss for me so I can keep playing the game.
He said I had no idea that there was going to be more DLC coming. I was like, well, it's one of those games. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
August 24th, Caroline, Little Dragon's Cafe.
I'm so excited.
Nintendo Switch. Have you pre-ordered it? Did you get the collector's thing?
I pre-ordered the limited edition so I can get the little dragon stuffed animal.
It looks cool. It's like this Wind Waker cafe resource gathering type. It's Wind Waker look, resource gathering, kind of like Minecraft type thing, right? Some old Harvest Moon thrown in there.
Definitely some Harvest Moon in there. Just the style reminds me of the Harvest Moons on the Wii. It's going to be nice to go back to that kind of, because there was never a Harvest Moon for the Wii U. I haven't had that kind of experience aside from Stardew being ported on there, but I haven't had that kind of 3D farming kind of experience since the Wii days. Animal Parade, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna enjoy it.
That's another one I'm wondering about the price. Isn't it full 60?
Yeah.
I'm worrying about the price keeping people, from jumping in early.
But I think the name of the creator, the guy that created Bokomono, I think he will definitely, especially in Japan, it's
Get
going
some
to
people
sell.
in the door.
Yeah.
I'm interested, and that one I would place in the category. I'm really interested in hearing reviews. Because what I've seen, it looks good. I like the style. It looks good. The concept is neat. The gameplay that I've seen, I think, is minimal.
I think what we've seen is
like
not
a lot of fetch quests, and that's...
Yeah, but see, I don't mind that. I kind of like that. It's just like you do all of the little things to get to the big thing.
Sure.
I don't know.
I don't mind that at all. I'm just not paying $60 for it.
It just seems like one of those games that's going to get me chill. I'm going to want to progress through it and stuff, but I'm going to be chill while I'm doing it.
Chill mode. I like that.
There's like fishing, and you go and collect the eggs and you go hunt for the ingredients, and then you go back to the cafe and you cook and you give some of the food to your dragon, and eventually your dragon grows up and you can ride your dragon and you can fly everywhere. It's a chill little game. Chill.
And then finally on August 28th, we cap off the August month, which is a really good one, especially for quantity, with Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, which is the port of the 3DS game. Looks a lot better than 3DS game. Still doesn't look amazing, but probably is going to work really well. I know it's got local play on Switch, and Monster Hunter always finds a niche. There's people out there that love Monster Hunter. I think there is. I know Monster Hunter World sold really well. I still think there's a pretty core portable Monster Hunter following. Those games sold way too well on 3DS for that crowd not to be there.
Oh, yeah.
So while they may have played the Monster Hunter World, although I have also heard from the Kind of Funny podcast, and even from like Kyle, as they've talked about on Boards of Video Game, apparently Monster Hunter World, like player base dropped quick.
Really?
Yeah, like people got in and out of the game. I think they just moved on to something else. It doesn't seem to have like that long tail. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but I've heard this from folks that are paying attention. I never played it, but I've heard from folks that are paying attention that like just doesn't seem like many people are sticking with it, and that's weird for a Monster Hunter game because Monster Hunter games typically keep people for like a year, if not more.
Because that's part of the game, apparently.
Yeah, Monster Hunter Ultimate 4. I had people play that game for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
That was their game.
It's like an MMO.
Yeah, kind of. So it's interesting. I'm wondering if that might be like the portability factor.
Who knows?
There's something to that. But yeah, that game comes out at the end of August, and then we hop into September where we have this online subscription. What else drops in September? Mario Party?
No, that's October. Xenoblade
There you go,
prequel.
Xenoblade. Yeah, the prequel, which we're both getting.
And Labo.
I would love to tell you I beat Xenoblade by then. I know there's no chance.
You do.
I want to. It's kind of like the goal. It's kind of where I'm at right now.
You have until the first day of fall. You can do it.
I don't think I have anything else really on the radar. Like I might play like a little WarioWare, but like there's nothing else that I'm like really looking forward to. There's no like Xbox games or anything that I'm doing, between then.
Boom.
Forza will come out at some point, but yeah, it's kind of where I'm at.
You can do it.
Oh, I forgot you get to play as Link in Monster Hunter. on Switch.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's everywhere. He's like a game
They're pimping
slut.
him out something serious.
He's in Skyrim. He's in Monster Hunter.
Like, you want Link? And they're putting Link in the Mario Kart, different Link and all. Yeah, I mean, he's everywhere. That's cool. Well, it's fun shacking. Caroline, I missed you.
Yeah, man.
I missed Jason. Jason gets to talk to everybody.
I was talking earlier. I was like, this is like the beginning of the weekend for me because I just like enjoy doing the podcast so much. And then like Friday, I'm just like,
you just get through the day and get to the weekend. Yeah. No, I feel you. I like that we go Thursdays. I think it's a little different. I like that we go Thursdays. It's cool. Yep. All right. Well, that's it for us.
We get Jason back next week.
Yeah.
Wherever it is.
Wherever he is. I think he told us that he wasn't going to be here.
I think so too.
I think he told us that, and I just forgot. When I didn't hear from him, I was like, wait a minute. Didn't he tell us he wasn't going to be around? So it's probably on us, not on him. Most likely. Yeah. He's a pretty responsible guy. And then, so anyway, that's it for Shack this week. Shack 40. More Labo. More Labo's coming. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening. We appreciate it when you listen to any of our podcasts here at the PSVG Network. If you've never listened to another show, I challenge you to pick one. Pick an OT, pick a board of video games. You never know what you might find and what you might like over there. You can follow me over there on Twitter at Playing Nintendo. You can follow all of us over there at PSVG. If you go to our blog, psvg.blog, there is an interesting link in the top corner. Discord. You can join the Make Us Better community Discord, where we share all of our gaming thoughts throughout the day, and it helps us get through the work week together with our Make Us Better Patreon friends over there at patreon.com/makeusbetter. We're talking about Sean Capri and If We Ran Nintendo, and If We Are the Gamercast, and the Nintendo Nostalgia Boys, and Joseph Moran, and Bad Bit Games, and the Trophy Room, and Mark Harriman, the Canadian Gamer. I don't remember his tag anymore.
Mark the Canadian. Yeah.
I mean, it's so much fun. I love that we did this, and it's been
it's been a nice family migration.
Yeah, I'm on a little bit of a high because I just went on the Delvin Cox podcast and talked about that with Kevin, and we had such a fun time having laughs and everything. So I'm a bit on a high, and I was just like, he was like, I love this fit for you guys, it's really cool. And I was like, It is. Thank you. It is really cool. You're right. So come over there and come talk to us, meet all of our Podern family, and find more games and podcasts for you. We've got all kinds of stuff out there. So thank you so much for listening. Caroline, tell them where they can follow you.
You can follow me on Twitter at the Nintendame. You can watch my live streams on Twitch at the Nintendame. Backups to YouTube at the Nintendame. I'm pretty much the Nintendame everywhere. So if you look me up somewhere, I'm probably going to be there. Except I don't do Instagram.
Question about your Twitch streaming. Are you on a schedule or you just go live whenever?
I go live when I get done with work because I need to unwind.
So sign up for notifications. That'd be the important thing to know there.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I tweet out when I go live. So if you're following me on Twitter, you should be able to see when I'm going live. But yeah, definitely sign up for notifications. I hate to say that it's like in the later part of the day and during the week, but it is just because I get done with work at 3:00 Eastern, and then my husband doesn't get home until 6:00 some nights. So that 2 to 3 hour window that I've got right there is me time where I can stream. But eventually I might just get a different schedule if this thing takes off and if people want it at a certain time.
Cool. All right. Well, that's it for us. Thank you again for tuning into the Nintendo Shack. And remember, boys and girls, never stop gaming. Good night, Koopalings.
This has been a production of the Play Some Video Games Podcast Network. Find more great content at playsomevideogames.com.